like right before the game starts, then we'll just leave it. Welcome back, LBCC baseball fans. Lydia Parker here on the call. Another beautiful day from the LBCC baseball field on the Linn-Benton Community College campus here in Albany. The Treasure Valley Community College Chukers here today, and the Roadrunners just getting underway with a doubleheader. The first game of the 2 today, another 2 tomorrow. At the plate for Treasure Valley, CC Burrup, the center fielder. On the mound for the Roadrunners is the sophomore Brennan Laufenberger from Grants Pass High School out of Grants Pass, Oregon. A 1-1 count on Burrup, and again scrambling to get the lineup all set up, and as well as the technology and the live streaming equipment. 1-2 count on Burrup, the leadoff batter here in the top of the first inning. A 1-2 count now on Burrup with Chase Barrera on deck. A strikeout to open up the game and the top of the first for Brennan Laufenberger. Again, the sophomore pitcher, right-handed pitcher from Grants Pass. 1 away, top of the first inning. Again, thank you for joining us here. Lydia Parker on the call. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Laufenberger goes to work on Chase Barrera, gets him to swing at the first pitch. He fouls it back and out of play. 0-1 the count on Barrera. And again, still filling out my scorecard here. Feel like there's never enough time. That one just misses. Coach Yoon and others in the Linn-Benton dugout liked the look of the pitch, but the count does go even at 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Top of the first inning, 1 away, and Chase Barrera, the shortstop, the batter, he takes here for strike 2. The count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Barrera with Wyatt Belskin on deck. In the field for the Roadrunners, Josh Congdon at first, Tate Cowden at second. Richard Mascarenas at shortstop. This one will be good for a base hit up the middle. With 1 out, Barrera is aboard first base, which will bring up the 3-hole hitter, Wyatt Belskin. Belskin, the left fielder, steps in to face Brennan Laufenberger. The first one to Belskin misses. 1-0 the count to Wyatt Belskin, with Chase Barrera, the runner on first, being held on by Josh Congdon. He takes a strike here. The count evens at 1-1. Brennan Laufenberger, the starting pitcher for the Roadrunners. Damon Peters at third base. Cole Hamilton catching. In left is Chase Cosner, center field Cole Carter, and in right Derek Darzinski. The 1-1 is taken Strike 2 called. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, a runner at first base. Top of the first inning, no score. Just getting underway with the first of 2 here today. Throw back to first, diving back in time is Barrera. Hamilton sets up outside. The fastball goes outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Wyatt Belskin, the batter. Carson Wong on deck. And we'll try to finish up their lineup really quick so I can get you the rest of the names. The starting 9 for Treasure Valley. The 2-2 misses. The count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Laffenberger reading the signs from his battery mate Cole Hamilton. The 3-2. Grounded up the left side, fielded by Peters. He goes to 2 for 1. Over to first. Just in time for the double play to end the inning. The Chukars, I'm trying to figure out how to say their name. The Chukars, the Chukars, if someone's listening and can correct me, that'd be great. Pick up 1 run, or pardon me, no runs on 1 hit. And nobody left on. We head to the bottom of the first inning, no score. Again, the Treasure Valley Community College Chuckers, thank you. Chuckers here today taking on LBCC. Thank you all for tuning in. Bottom of the first inning, leading off for the Roadrunners. The left fielder, Chase Cosner, the freshman from West Linn High School, out of West Linn, Oregon. No score. Treasure Valley Community College Chuckers here today at the LBCC campus. The first pitch from Roy Robles misses. 1-0 the count on Cosner, the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the first. He swings and hits a soft liner into shallow left field. It drops for a base hit. Cosner leading off the second pitch he sees, and he's aboard on first base for Richard Mascarenas, the freshman from Durango High School out of Las Vegas, Nevada, the only player on this LBCC team not from the West Coast. Mascarenas taking a couple practice swings, looking down the left field line towards Coach Gibson, reading some signs before stepping in. He shows bunt and pushes one up the first base line. It's fielded by the pitcher, Robles. It is good, however, to move Costner over to second base in scoring position with 1 away, bottom of the first inning. And Josh Congdon, the 3-hole hitter, at the bat. Congdon is a sophomore from North Thurston High School in Lacey, Washington, and his family usually tunes in, so if you're listening, hi Congdon family. Thank you for tuning in from Texas or Washington, wherever you may be. 1 away, Congdon the batter awaiting the first pitch from Roy Robles. He takes outside, ball 1. 1-0. Again, 1 out, and the runner on second is Costner. No stats today for the Roadrunners. I believe the stats weren't working last week, and I don't think the stats are on again today. However, I do have some numbers here from the Chuckers as the 1-0 misses. 2-0 the count now on Congdon. Roy Robles, the starting pitcher here in his second appearance. He started last week, went 6 innings, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, had 8 strikeouts, only 1 walk. Or pardon me. Yeah, 3 runs, 3 hits. None of them were earned, however. No earned run average yet for Robles. The 2-0 in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Josh Congdon, the batter, a runner on second, no score, bottom of the first inning. The 2-1 is taken for a strike. The count evens at 2-2 with Cole Hamilton on deck. Here in the bottom of the first, we will try to get you the starting lineups for both teams as I continue to fill them in as quickly as I can while talking. Congdon swings at the 2-2, fouls it back and out of play. The count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Robles looks back the runner at second. The pitch is taken. Just misses. Not really sure where it missed, but it looked like a nice one from here. Maybe Congdon being able to fool the umpire a little bit by stepping back, leaning back, acting like it was inside. The 3-2 misses high and away. And you just can imagine the frustration for Robles there. He thought that he set down Congdon. Instead, issues a free pass here, which will bring the cleanup hitter Cole Hamilton to the plate. Runners on first and second, 1 away. Hamilton, the batter. Cole Hamilton, the starting catcher for the Roadrunners, started last week as well. Hamilton, a freshman from North Salem High School, out of Salem, Oregon, takes the first pitch strike. 0-1 the count, 1 out. Chase Costner, the runner at second. Josh Congdon at first base. Hamilton, the batter. Damon Peters on deck. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and hit foul down the left field line. The count changes on the scoreboard. I'm pretty sure the count will be 0-2 on the foul ball. Not sure why it says no count yet. Yeah, 0-2 the count. And I believe only 1 out. The scoreboard all kind of messed up, but 0-2 the count, 1 away, runners on first and second. The 0-2 misses down low. One and 2 the count. To Cole Hamilton. Robles looks back the runner at second. Issues a fastball high and in. 2-2 now. I swear it's 2-2. The scoreboard still says 1-2, but we're going to go with 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Chase Costner, the runner at second. Josh Congdon at first base. A little meeting on the mound between Wyatt Berg and Roy Robles. Berg, the catcher there, behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hamilton awaiting the pitch from Robles. Swung on and grounded towards the second baseman. He fields it, up with it across to first for out number 2. Now the scoreboard is correct, which brings up Damon Peters. So now runners on second and third, 2 away. Damon Peters, the third baseman, the batter. Peters, the 5-hole hitter, as sprinkles sort of seem to start to be coming down a little bit, which is always risky with all this equipment out here. I guess in Oregon you have to plan for that kind of thing. Peters awaiting the first pitch from Robles. He swings at the first pitch and hits it foul out of play over the LB dugout. I'm actually getting a little bit worried about the sprinkles. There's a tent in there. Do you want to look in there really quick? I mean, zoom out enough so they can see the whole field and see if that tent's inside. That'd be great. On that pitch, the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs. Chase Cosner, the runner at third base. Josh Congdon at second. And as the sprinkles start to come down harder, I'm actually going to ask if we can get that out right now. LB gets 1 hit, no runs. They leave 2 on. We're going to try to get a tent up really quick. Okay, sorry about that. Baseball weather in Oregon. The rain started to come down a little bit harder. And we are here in the top of the 2nd inning. Carson Wong led off with a base hit up the left side. And is now aboard second base as Drayson Ladke, the designated hitter, laid down a bunt up the first base side. That was good for out number 1, but also moved Carson Wong from first to second. That brings Braden Palmer, the second baseman, to the plate. With a runner in scoring position, no score, top of the 2nd inning. The Treasure Valley Community College Chuckers here at the LBCC baseball field. And again, I do have some stats here for the Chuckers, not for the Roadrunners. Brendan Laffenberger, the sophomore on the mound for the Roadrunners, getting the nod from head coach Gibson and pitching coach Stephen Dennison today. Dennison, a new coach here for the Roadrunners this year. The 1-0 offering is swung on and fouled out of play to Braden Palmer, the 6-hole hitter. Peyton Higgins on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. And Carson Wong, the runner at second. The 1-1 is grounded towards Damien Peters at third. He gets up and throws across. A long throw to first. Nice job by Josh Congdon. He digs it out in time for the out. Out number 2. The runner stays at second on the 5-3 putout. Peyton Higgins now, the right fielder, will come to the plate with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. We got the tent up, covering our equipment, which is still a little wet, and that worries me slightly, but Just light sprinkles coming down. Should be fine. The camera's covered. I'm covered. My cameraman Cade is covered. And Laffenberger issues a first pitch strike taken by Higgins. Higgins, the 7-hole hitter, right fielder. So the winds start to pick up. And we do have a tent that if it hits the camera, just make sure the camera doesn't fall and break. The 0-1 is swung on and fouled out of play. 0-2 the count on Peyton Higgins. 2 outs, top of the second inning, no score. Carson Wong led off with a base hit up the left side. He is aboard second. The 0-2 breaking ball drops down low and outside. Nice job by Cole Hamilton there, making the stop. 1-2 the count on Peyton Higgins. Last week, LBCC split a doubleheader. Won the first game 3-0 and lost the second game 6-0 to Skagit Valley. A swing and a miss, and Higgins goes down for out number 3. We're heading to the bottom of the second inning. No score. The Roadrunners coming up. Bottom of the second inning, no score. Leading off for the Roadrunners is the second baseman, Tate Cowden. Cowden takes a first pitch strike, and we need to wipe off the camera lens here as it has gotten a little wet. The winds and sprinkles, I wouldn't say rain because I'm an Oregonian, I know this isn't rain. The wind and sprinkles picking up a little bit as the 1-1 misses. 2-1 the count to Tate Cowden, the 6-hole hitter, with Friedhoff Fremsted on deck. Roy Robles getting the nod for Treasure Valley. He's on the mound. He misses here. The count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. Oh great, a stake. We don't have stakes holding down the tent, so at any minute here everything could blow away. You want to go and throw that one right there so that the camera doesn't fall over? Thank you. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Tate Cowden. Leading off here in the bottom of the second inning, no score. He swings at the 3-2 and hits it right over the pitcher's head, fielded by the second baseman, who's up with it and fires to first for 1. Bottom of the second inning, 1 away. Friedhoff Fremsted, the designated hitter, coming to the plate. Heading to the bottom of the order here, Fremsted, the 7-hole hitter, with Cole Carter on deck. Fremsted, sophomore from Astoria, Oregon. Or pardon me, freshman from Astoria, Oregon. designated hitter here today. The first pitch to Fremstead misses. The 1-0 is grounded up the third baseline. Fielded by Nico Falusa. My apologies, Nico Falusa, the third baseman. And the 5-3 put out is good for out number 2. 2 down. Bottom of the second inning, Cole Carter, the batter. Carter, the center fielder, takes the first pitch strike from Robles. And I think we're finally settling in here. We have one stake in the tent overhead. So one leg will be held down, which should be better than nothing, right? The 0-1 is in there, taken strike 2 called. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. Cole Carter, the batter. As Wyatt Berg sets up outside. The fastball misses high and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Cole Carter. A low swing, he pops it up. And the second baseman, Braden Palmer, is there to make the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We'll head to the top of the third inning. No score. The Treasure Valley Chuckers here at home for the Roadrunners. Top of the third inning, leading off for the Chuckers, Wyatt Berg, the catcher. Berg steps in, swings the first pitch, and hits it foul. 0-1 the count. Again, Brennan Laufenberger on the mound for the Roadrunners. Through 2 innings, Treasure Valley with no runs, 2 hits, no errors. LB, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Here Berg swings at the 0-1, grounds it directly at Cowden, who throws to first for out number 1. That'll bring Nico Falusa, the third baseman, to the plate. Falusa, the 9-hole hitter. Let's go through the lineup really quick since I finally got it written down. We'll just go through their names. Since we're at the bottom, we might as well. The first pitch taken by Falusa. Strike called. 0-1 the count with 1 away, top of the third, no score. The 0-1 is swung on a miss. 0-2 the count. Leading off, C.C. Burt batting second. Chase Barrera batting third. Wyatt Belskin batting fourth. Carson Wong fifth. Drayson Ladke batting sixth. Braden Palmer. 7th, Peyton Higgins. 8th, Wyatt Berg. And 9th, Nico Falusa. Falusa, the batter here. He takes the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out, top of the third. This one misses inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 9-hole hitter Falusa, the batter, with the leadoff hitter C.C. Burrup on deck. Laufenberger reading the signs from Cole Hamilton behind the plate. The 2-2 is lifted in the air to shallow left. Calling everyone off is Costner. He makes the catch. 2 away, top of the third inning, and the leadoff batter C.C. Burrup will step into the box. Burrup is a freshman from Pocatello, Idaho. The center fielder here today, with Chase Barrera on deck, 2 away in the top of the 3rd inning, no score. Burrup swings at the first pitch he sees from Laufenberger and misses. 0-1 the count. And we'll get you the LBCC lineup in the bottom half of this inning. The 0-1 misses. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on CC Burrup. Josh Condon at first base, Tate Cowden at second, Richard Mascarenas at short, Damon Peters at third base. As the breaking ball drops in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs on Nico Falusa. In left field, Cole Cosner. In center, Chase Cosner. In center, Cole Carter. And in right, Derek Darzinski. The 1-2 misses. The count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning, no score. Falusa, the batter. The 2-2 misses low and away. The count runs full at 3-2. Falusa is 0 for 2 on the year. And here, he makes it 0 for 3 on the year. No batting average yet for Falusa, as he strikes out, or pardon me, Burrup strikes out here to end the inning. We head to the bottom half of the 3rd. No score. The Roadrunners coming up. Bottom of the 3rd inning. No score. Derek Darzinski, the right fielder, leading off for the Roadrunners. It was very nice to meet Dean Darzinski. Derek's dad came down from Seattle today to watch his son. As Darzinski fouls the 1-0 pitch out of play to the trees down the left field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Darzinski leading off in the bottom of the 3rd, and the 9-hole hitter for the Roadrunners. He swings and fouls it straight back. The count will go to 1-2. Darzinski, the 9-hole hitter. Chase Cosner leading off. Batting second, Richard Mascarenas. Batting third, Josh Congdon. Cleanup hitter, Cole Hamilton. Batting fifth, Damon Peters. Batting sixth, Tate Cowden. Batting seventh, Friedhoff Fremsted. As Darzinski takes here, high and in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And batting eighth, Cole Carter. Batting ninth, rounding off the order, is Derek Darzinski, the batter at the plate now. He swings and chases the 2-2. And a strikeout will start out this bottom of the 3rd for Roy Robles. Again, Robles on the mound for the Chuckers. On the year so far, he's had 1 appearance, 1 start. 6 innings pitched, gave up 3 runs and 3 hits, none of them earned, however. He had 8 strikeouts as well, so no ERA yet for Robles. The first pitch misses inside to Cosner. Robles comes back and issues a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Chase Cosner on deck. He swings the 1-1, hits it up the left side to Falusa. Falusa's 5-3 putout will be out number 2 in the bottom of the third. That'll bring the shortstop Richard Mascarenas to the plate. Again, I wish I had stats, some kind of batting average or anything for the Roadrunners, but I don't know if they had a hard time uploading it or what, but there were no stats on the NWAC website today. Called foul by the home plate umpire. Also don't have the umpires' names today. 0-1 the count on Mascarenas. He takes low and away. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning. Mascarenas awaiting the 1-1 from Robles. Here he takes low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike to Mascarenas. Robles on the mound for the Chuckers. The 2-1 is swung on a hit in the air to center field. CC Burrup moves over and makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We'll head to the top of the 4th, no score. Thanks again for tuning in to Roadrunner Baseball. Top of the 4th inning, no score. Leading off for the Chuckers, Chase Barrera. Barrera, sophomore from Caldwell, Idaho, and Valley View High School. Barrera singled in his first at-bat in the 1st inning. Steps in here with no score. Top of the 4th inning to face Brendan Laufenberger. Laufenberger's breaking ball misses high and away. 1-0 the count on Chase Barrera with the 3-hole hitter Wyatt Bleskin on deck. The 1-0 fastball called a strike. It gets underneath the glove of Hamilton. Thought it was going to be called low at first, but must have just skipped out underneath the glove after he caught it in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 4th inning, no score. Treasure Valley with 2 hits through 3 innings. LBCC with 1. Neither team with a run. Off speed here. Check swing with the peel down the line. No swing, says the base umpire. 2 balls and 1 strike the count to Barrera. Laufenberger kicks and comes to the plate, misses down low. The count runs to 3-2. Oh, pardon me, 3-1. Thanks again for tuning in to LBCC Baseball. We'll have both games today and both games tomorrow here on the live stream. The 3-1 in there for a strike. The count goes full 3-2 to the shortstop, Chase Barrera. The 3-2 is hit up the right side. It'll be good for a base hit. Derek Jarzinski feels it. And on the 3-2, it's Barrera that wins the full count. No outs, a runner on first for Wyatt Bleskin, the left fielder. Last time Bleskin was at the plate, he grounded into a 5-4-3 double play. Bleskin from Great Falls, Montana. C.M. Russell High School. He shows bunt. Time is called by the umpire and points to something in the box. And Coach Gibson comes out, and he's right. He called time. It would have been a strike. It was a strike that was thrown, and Coach Gibson comes out and says, you don't call that until afterwards. It should be a strike. You don't call time until afterwards, and then you can tell the batter what he did wrong. It should be 0-1 on the scoreboard, and the way Gibson's walking away makes it look like that is not going the Roadrunners' way. So instead of an 0-1 count, which it should be, no count, as the umpire called time midway through the pitch. Bleskin, the batter, shows bunt again here early. And yeah, Coach Gibson's not going to be happy again. Bleskin shows bunt, holds the bat in the bunt formation, and is hit. No attempt to pull back or anything. It hits Bleskin, and he takes a free base. Chase Barrera moves to second. With runners on first and second, top of the fourth inning, no score, cleanup hitter Carson Wong steps in. Wong singled in his first at bat and steps in here, shows bunt, takes a breaking ball for a strike. 0-1 the count on Wong. Chase Barrera, the runner at second, Wyatt Bleskin at first base, Carson Wong at the plate. 0-1 the count with Brendan Laufenberger here in his fourth inning of work, reading the signs from his battery mate Cole Hamilton behind the plate. Again, bunt shown very early. Wong lays down a bunt, fielded by Laufenberger. He goes to third and gets the force and the lead runner for out number 1. On the fielder's choice, Wong goes to first, and Wyatt Bleskin goes to second. With one away, runners on first and second, Drayson Ladke, the designated hitter, the batter. He laid down a bunt in the second inning to move a runner over. A throw down to third, and in time for the out. Nice job by Cole Hamilton. A strike issued from Laufenberger, and the throw down from Hamilton on point to Peters. And Wyatt Bleskin erased from the base path for out number 2. 2 away now, a runner on second in Carson Wong in the double steal attempt. Carson Wong still in scoring position for Drayson Ladke. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 taken. 0-2 the count. Unsuccessful hit and run. And a nice job by Hamilton to pop up the way he did and get the runner at third. The 0-2 misses. 1-2 the count. 2 away. Top of the fourth inning. No score. I'm trying to figure out what Coach Yoon is yelling. Coach Yoon, a new addition to the coaching staff here, yelling for Laufenberger on the mound, Brennan Laufenberger, to stay loose. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on second. No score, top of the fourth inning. Drayson Ladke, the batter, calls time. Laufenberger looks back, Wong at second, and comes to the plate. He gets Ladke to pop up. Tate Cowden comes in and makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on, no score, heading to the bottom of the 4th. Thanks again for tuning in to Roadrunner Baseball. Bottom of the 4th inning. No score still. Josh Congdon, the first baseman, will come to the plate. Josh's dad, I think just getting here, comes up and asks me if the Chukers are having a good game. Chucker is how you pronounce the name of their mascot. Apparently a bird native here to Oregon. Must be in the East, though, because I've never heard of it. The first pitch to Congdon. Swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Heading to the middle of the lineup. Congdon swings at the 0-1 and fists it towards the second baseman Palmer, who's up with it for out number 1. Cole Hamilton, the cleanup hitter, will step into the left-handed batter's box. He grounded out 4-3 in his last at-bat. Hamilton, freshman from North Salem High School. Swings at the first pitch he sees from Robles, hits it up the middle and past the diving Palmer. He's aboard with a base hit with 1 out, and Damon Peters, the designated hitter, or pardon me, the third baseman, will come to the plate. Peters looks at the signs from Coach Gibson. And I'm curious how many years Gibson's been here, do you know? But quite a few years here for head coach Ryan Gibson out of Central Point, Oregon. A former Oregon State Beaver, played in, I believe, just the 07 World Series games. National championship with the Beavers. Throw back to first, back in time, is Hamilton. Hamilton being held on by Carson Wong at first. Thank you. The 1-0 misses down low. 2-0 the count to Peters. I believe the scoreboard still says 1-0. It very well could be 1-0. Another throw back to first. Congdon back in, or pardon me, Hamilton back in time. Last time Peters was at the plate as he takes down low here. Now 2-0 the count to Peters. Last time Peters was at the plate was when it started raining pretty hard in the first, and we had to scramble and cover our equipment during the middle of the broadcast, during the middle of action. So I wrote F7 question mark. I'm not really sure exactly what he did, but I'm pretty sure he flew out on the left side. Yeah. He takes here, and Roy Robles finds himself behind in the count 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Damon Peters at the plate looks down to Coach Gibson, who expects him to be patient here with Hamilton, the runner, at first. The 3-0 misses, and a 4-pitch walk sends Peters to first base. Cole Hamilton to second. We'll see a meeting on the mound here. And I don't have the coach's name, but a meeting on the mound for Treasure Valley Community College Chuckers. Cole Hamilton at second, Damon Peters at first. Around the horn for the Chuckers, Carson Wong at first, Braden Palmer at second, Chase Barrera at shortstop, Nico Falusa at third. Wyatt Belskin in left, C.C. Burrup in center, and Peyton Higgins in right. On the mound, Roy Robles. and Wyatt Berg, his battery mate. Again, I have way more stats here for the Chuckers and for the Roadrunners. But hopefully in the next couple days or next couple weeks we'll get some more statistics here for LBCC. 1 away, runners on first and second, bottom of the 4th inning, no score. First pitch to Cowden misses just up high. 1-0 the count to Tate. Second baseman, 6-hole hitter, with Friedhoff Fremsted, the designated hitter, on deck. Real Bulls sees the sign he wants from Berg. The 1-0 misses down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Cole Hamilton, the runner, at second. Damon Peters at first base. And a long time here for Robles reading the signs. The 2-0 is swung on and fouled back and out of play. 2-1 the count with 1 out. Tate Cowden, the batter, steps out and looks down the line to Coach Gibson before stepping back in. Robles again, a long time looking at the sign, sees the one he wants. Comes to the plate, the 2-1 is lifted in the air to right. Moving in is Peyton Higgins, it'll drop. The blooper moves all the runners up 90 feet. And Wyatt Berg, in a panic, sees the throw coming all the way into home, unsure if the runner was going. And I didn't hear any Chuckers in the dugout yelling whether or not the runner was going. However, everyone moves up 90 feet and stays there on the bloop base hit for Tate Cowden. The base is loaded, 1 out for Friedhoff Fremsted. Fremsted, the freshman from Astoria. He steps in. 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out in the second. Robles' first pitch misses way up high. Wyatt Berg has to jump up, pop up, and make the catch so it doesn't go over his head. 1-0 the count with 1 out, the bases loaded. Bottom of the 4th, no score. Fremsted with a chance to break it open here. And a nice job by Wyatt Berg back at the plate. He knows there's about 60 feet of foul territory, as the 1-0 is called a strike by the home plate umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Cole Hamilton, the runner, at third. Damon Peters at second. Tate Cowden at first base. Fremsted awaiting the 1-1. He takes just inside. 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out. No score, both teams with 3 hits here in the bottom of the 4th. Carson Wong and Nico Falusa playing in on the grass. As a 2-1 misses in again. 3 balls and 1 strike. Wyatt Berg will head out and talk to his battery mate, Roy Robles. Nobody up in the Chuckers bullpen, as far as I can see. Again, Friedhoff Fremsted, the batter, with a big opportunity here as a freshman in one of the first games of this season. Fremsted DHing and has an opportunity to show himself as a designated hitter. Here he swings and fouls it back. The count runs full at 3-2. Fremsted steps back in, awaiting the 3-2. Taken, strike 3 called. Fremsted thought it was a little low and away. Instead, a big win for Roy Robles. And hard to tell from this angle, hard to tell from the replay whether or not it was a strike. It looked pretty good. I probably would have swung at it. But on a 3-2, Friedhoff Fremsted takes and goes down looking. Just the second strikeout for Robles today. 2 outs, the bases loaded. Cole Carter, the batter. Takes the first pitch, strike, and jumps out of the way as if it were in. Regardless, a strike called. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. The bases loaded, no score, bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, and fouled back. 0-2 the count. Roy Robles now a strike away from setting down the Roadrunners and getting out of a jam. LB had the bases loaded with 1 out. Here, bases loaded, 2 outs. 0-2 the count. Robles trying to get him to chase on the outside fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The bases loaded, 2 away. Cole Carter, the batter. He hits it up the left side. It's bobbled by the third baseman, Falusa. Just gets underneath his glove. It'll be an error charge to Falusa. And the E5 scores 1. Everybody moves up 90 feet. The Roadrunners put the first run on the scoreboard. LB leads 1-0 on the E5. Falusa was right there. Didn't quite get all the way set up, and the ball just gets right underneath his glove. Now with 2 outs, the base is still loaded. LB leading 1-0, bottom of the 4th inning, and Derek Dardinsky, the batter. He shows bunt, misses, and takes a strike. 0-1 the count. With 2 outs, Dardinsky, the batter. Cole Hamilton came around to score. Damon Peters now at third. Tate Cowden at second. And Cole Carter at first. Breaking ball misses up high. The count evens at 1-1. The Checkers now do have someone up in the pen. A lefty starting to warm up. Number 21, Tracy Wheeler. Wheeler, who is up, has an ERA of 10.8 through 1 2/3 innings. 1 appearance this year. So early on, hard to look at those, judge those numbers. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Derek Dardinsky. With 2 outs, a big breaking ball misses way up high. The count goes full at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Damon Peters runner at third, Tate Cowden at second, Cole Carter at first base. LB leading 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th. A swing and a miss, and Dardinsky goes down swinging for the 2nd time today. LBCC picks up 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 Checker error. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. It's Roadrunners 1, Checkers nothing. Oh yeah, what's that?
Mind if I say hi to my family in Illinois and Arizona?
Illinois and Arizona, yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. And then whose dad are you?
Brennan.
Oh, Laffenberger. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, very cool. If you're down at the very, let's see, by the trash can, yeah. Let's see. What is your name again? Paul. Okay. Let's see, down a little bit. Oh yeah.
bottom of the fifth for the Roadrunners. Left fielder, number 7, Chase Todd.
I'm so sorry if there was no sound that entire time. The Roadrunners lead at 3-0, and I just checked, and it looks like the microphone might have been off. Not sure for how long. Hopefully I just bumped it. But the Roadrunners lead 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1 the count to Tate Cowden, the 6-hole hitter, who's 1 for 2 on the day. He singled in his last at bat in the 4th and grounded out in the 2nd. Again, my apologies about the sound. Hopefully it hasn't been off for too long. Roy Robles here in his 5th inning of work gets Cowden to swing at the 1-1 and foul it out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Damon Peters, the runner on second. Richard Mascarenas walked with 1 out in the beginning of this inning, has come around to score. Cole Hamilton also walked with 2 outs in the inning, and he came around to score moments ago when Damon Peters singled up the middle. Peters went to second on the throw home. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tate Cowden, the batter. Off speed is in. The count runs full at 3-2. Cowden swings at the 3-2 and hits it in the air on the right side. Moving over and dropping the ball is Carson Wong, the first baseman. Coming around to score is Damon Peters. It'll be an error on the first baseman on a pop-up. And you could tell he was shading back kind of slowly and unsuredly as Peyton Higgins, the right fielder, had moved in as well. At the last second, Wong calls him off and drops the ball. Coming around to score is Damon Peters from second. Or pardon me. Yes, and at second base is Tate Cowden on the error by the first baseman, dropping a pop-up. And he had shuffled his feet a little bit and looked like he wasn't quite set up to make the catch. We'll see a pitching change here as Tracy Wheeler will take over on the mound for the Chuckers. We'll get you, or try to get you, Robles numbers when we take a little break here. Again, it is Tracy Wheeler coming in, number 21, the freshman from Fruitland, Idaho, Fruitland High School. Wheeler has 1 appearance so far this year, 1 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and ERA of 10.8 for the reliever, Tracy Wheeler. We'll get you Robles numbers here as we take a little break while Wheeler warms up. Whoa. We are back here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Roadrunners leading 4-0, breaking things open this inning. 3 runs have come across the plate so far here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Again, it is 4-0 Roadrunners. The batter, Friedhof Fremsted, steps in to face the new pitcher, Tracy Wheeler. First pitch misses. The 1-0 is hit foul over the batting cages down the right field line. The count evens at 1-1. With 2 outs, Tate Cowden, the runner at second, aboard on an error by the first baseman, dropping a pop-up. That would have ended the inning. The 1-1 is hit down the third baseline. It's picked up by Falusa. Falusa tags Cowden to get out number 3. 3 runs and 1 hit, I believe, only 1. Yeah, 1 hit and an error. Here in the bottom of the 5th, it's 4-0 Roadrunners, and Roy Robles comes out of the game. Tracy Wheeler in on relief. Robles 4 2/3 innings, 4 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. The walks what affect Robles' line so much, as 2 of the walks in this bottom of the 5th did come around to score. 2 errors also committed in Robles' time on the mound. Heading to the top of the 6th, it's Roadrunners 4, Chuckers nothing. Top of the 6th inning, Roadrunners leading the Chuckers 4-0. A leadoff hitter, C.C. Burrup, the center fielder, will lead off for the Chuckers. He swings the first pitch and hits it in the air to center field. Cole Carter camps underneath it and makes the catch. 1 away in the top of the 6th, Chase Barrera, the shortstop, will be the batter. C.C. Burrup was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and obviously didn't want to go down swinging again. Instead, swinging at the first pitch, he flies out for out number 1. Chase Barrera, on the other hand, 2 for 2 today. Barrera hitting .625 coming into today's game. That's 5 for 8 so far on the year. He takes the first pitch, a ball from Laufenberger. The 1-0 fastball misses down low. 2-0 the count on Barrera, who singled to center in the 1st and singled to right in the 4th. Again, 4-0 Roadrunners, 3 runs coming across in the 5th, 1 in the 4th. Laufenberger's 2-0 just misses. 3-0 the count on Barrera. Laufenberger here starting his 6th inning of work and issues a 4-pitch walk. With 1 away, the first walk of the game issued by Laufenberger.
Left fielder, number 12,
Wyatt Belkin, the left fielder, comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1, grounded into a double play in the 1st and was hit by a pitch in the 4th, then picked off by Cole Hamilton. The first pitch here is taken for a strike. 0-1 the count to Wyatt Belkin. Chase Barrera, the runner on first, being held on by Josh Congdon. The 0-1 is grounded towards the third baseman, Peters, who's up with it for 1, back to first, double play to end the inning. the second time in today's game that Wyatt Bleskin has grounded into the 5-4-3 double play. We'll head to the to the bottom of the 6th. The Roadrunners leading 4-0. Thanks again for tuning in to Roadrunner Baseball. Cole Carter, the batter for the Roadrunners here in the bottom of the 6th inning, as Linn-Benton leads Treasure Valley 4-0. Tracy Wheeler in his 2nd inning of work here, coming in relief of Roy Robles, who went 4 2/3. First pitch in there for a strike to Carter. As the 0-1 misses, low and in. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the 6th inning. And a new first baseman in for the Chuckers as the 1-1 is lifted in the air to shallow center. Braden Palmer, the second baseman, backs up and gloves it. One out. Bottom of the 6th. And Derek Darzinski. Oh, a new batter, actually, into the game. Number 35. Clay Spocker. I'm so glad that my cameraman here, Kate Perzo, I'm so sorry, is here to help me. Clay Spocker. Clay Spocker, the batter, number 35, steps in and takes the first pitch strike. Pitch hitting for Derek Darzinski. Clay Spocker, spelt K-L-E-U-S-S-P-A-C-H-E-R. I would have said Klaus 10 times out of 10. But Clay swings at the 0-1 and hits it into the backstop. 0-2 the count with 1 out. The Roadrunners leading 4-0. As the 0-2 to Spocker misses, misses low and away. 1-2 the count. As the rain starts to come down a little bit harder, and thankfully we are covered. The count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Or pardon me, the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. In the bottom of the 6th, the Roadrunners leading 4-0. Clay Spocker pinch hitting for Derek Darzinski, who was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts heading into this inning. The 1-2 misses. The count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wheeler's 2-2 offering, low and in. The count goes full at 3-2. The umbrellas have popped up. Thankfully, the wind from left to right has somewhat calmed. The 3-2 is rolled over towards the left side. Fielded by Barrera. He throws across the diamond for out number 2.
Next up, number 7, fielder takes off.
2 away top of the order, Chase Cosner at the plate. Cosner 1 for 3 on the day. He singled in the first, grounded out in the 5th, and grounded out in the 4th.
Video everywhere, man.
He takes the first pitch, ball, as the wind starts to pick up again with the motorcycle school here to our left. I don't know if you can hear the motorcycles. Course offered here at Linn-Benton. We can definitely smell it. The 1-0 is grounded up the right field line, almost fielded by assistant coach Andy Peterson, but probably a good thing he didn't. He lets it just roll foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Chase Costner, the batter. He fouls it this time in the air towards Andy Peterson over his head. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. Again, Tracy Wheeler on the mound for the Chuckers from Fruitland, Idaho, Fruitland High School. Sort of a lower arm slot for Wheeler as the 1-2 is fouled out of play. A nice job by Wyatt Berg, though. A good hustle heading all the way over to the fencing near the LB dugout, ready to make a play if he could. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Roadrunners leading 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the rain is starting to pick up a little bit. And so hard to say here in Western Oregon. Checked the weather today and it said sunny all day. But instead, here we are in the rain in Albany, Oregon. We thank you guys for tuning in wherever you are. As Costner fouls this one off again, it was fun to see Paul Laufenberger saying hi to family in Illinois and Arizona earlier. The 1-2 is hit in the air to right. Higgins moves over and makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll head to the the top of the 7th. LBCC up 4-0. And Laufenberger heading out for his 7th inning of work. The first pitch to Anula, I believe, or Anthony Panulo, hits Panulo, and that is the 3rd hit by pitch issued by Laufenberger. Quickly, Hamilton trots out and talks to his battery mate. We're here in the top of the 7th, the Roadrunners leading 4-0. And Drayson Ladkey, the designated hitter, at the plate. Ladkey 0 for 2, swings the first pitch and hits it foul off of the batting cages down right field. 0-1 the count on Ladkey with Braden Palmer on deck. Carson Wong, who started the game at first base, dropped a routine pop-up and was replaced by Anthony Panulo, freshman from Henderson, Nevada, Foothill High School. Panulo being held on by Congdon. The 0-1 is sliced into right field. It'll drop for a base hit. Panulo heads to second. And with nobody out, 2 on, for Braden Palmer. The Roadrunners up 4-0. Laufenberger still in the game here in his 7th inning of work.
Second baseman, number 22.
4 hits now on the day for the Chuckers. Anthony Panulo, the runner at second. Drayson Ladke at first. And Braden Palmer steps into the right-handed batter's box. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out in the second and was hit by a pitch in the 5th. Breaking ball misses. 1-0 the count to Palmer with Peyton Higgins on deck. And I keep forgetting that I do actually have some stats in front of me for this Chucker team. Braden Palmer, the second baseman, at the plate with runners on first and second, nobody out. 1-0 the count from Laufenberger. He looks back the runner at second. Bunt is shown, and Palmer bunts foul. The count evens at 1-1. Palmer, the batter, hitting .429 so far on the year, making him 3 for 7. He has 2 RBIs so far, and nothing else notable. I would love to have LBCC stats as well, so hopefully we'll get that figured out one of these days. Cameraman here, Cade Perot. Perzo. There's a Z in there. Usually we have a red shirt here, right? Doing stats. I'm not sure why there isn't one. 2 balls and 1 strike to Braden Palmer. He shows bunt again and bunts it up the third baseline. Foul. The count evens at 2-2. Brand new turf field put in this offseason. Coach Gibson and Randy Falk and lots of donors putting in a lot of work here. I believe also Coach Starwalt from Crescent Valley High School came out and helped with the install, as he does a great job with these turf fields and has done quite a few of them around the great state of Oregon. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Braden Palmer, the second baseman. Swing and a miss. Or pardon me, swung on and fouled off the batting cages to our right. The count remains 2-2. Coach Yoon yelling, good pitch, to Laufenberger here in his 7th inning of work. Laufenberger, a sophomore, an important part of the rotation last year, showing that he can go deep into games as he did last year. The 2-2 is hit foul. Josh Congdon heads all the way past the dugout onto the warning track in foul territory, making the catch. A nice job by Congdon. Good hustle for out number 1. Peyton Higgins, the right fielder, reads some signs from his coach before stepping in, awaiting the first pitch from Brennan Laufenberger. Anthony Panulo, the runner at second. Drayson Ladke at first. The first pitch is swung on, fouled straight back. 0-1 the count. Panulo is aboard in his first at-bat of the game. Panulo was aboard hit by a pitch. That is the 3rd hit by pitch out of the hands of Laufenberger. 0-1 the count. 1 away. Runners on first and second. This one, a big breaking ball, misses up high. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Drayson Ladke followed the hit by pitch with a single to right. He is aboard at first base. Laufenberger shaking off a couple signs from his battery mate Cole Hamilton.
We're in March now.
The 1-1 fastball outside just gets the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. For the Roadrunners, Josh Congdon at first, Tate Cowden at second, Richard Mascarenas at short, Damon Peters at third, Cole Hamilton behind the plate, and Brennan Laufenberger getting the nod, starting for the Roadrunners on the mound. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the 7-hole hitter Peyton Higgins. Higgins takes low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice job by Hamilton staying with it and blocking it like I've mentioned. A lot of foul territory here. A good, I've been told different numbers, but a good 50 or so feet, 50 or 60 feet of foul territory, and all the way to the backstop is a long way to go. So catchers have to be disciplined to play here. Breaking ball comes in and hits Higgins. Higgins on the breaking ball had plenty of time to get out of the way, chose not to, and so the umpire says you stay right here. 3 balls and 2 strikes, as this doesn't count, as the hit by pitch doesn't count here. Instead it is ball. I don't know how I'm getting rained on. We're under a tent, but sprinkles coming in somehow. The 3-2 is lifted in the air to right. Diving and not making the catch is Darzinski. Or pardon me, Chase Costner. So Darzinski was hit for by Clay Spocker. And is he in the field somewhere? Daquan Dennis Lee is in left field. And in right is Cole Costner. Chase Costner. He had a brother. He had a brother last year. That's why I keep getting his name wrong. Chase Costner in right. Dives, does not make the catch. And Brendan Laufenberger's day will be over on that play. With 1 out, the Roadrunners lead at 4-0. We'll get you some of Laufenberger's numbers and tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. We are here in the top of the 7th inning. The Roadrunners leading 4-0. A new pitcher in for LB, number 32, Jordan McDaniel, sophomore from Estacada High School. Standing in at 6'2", 185. He issues a first pitch strike to Wyatt Berg, the catcher, who's 0 for 2 on the day. 2 in scoring position here, however, and an opportunity for Berg on a base hit to cut the Roadrunners' lead in half. He takes instead here another strike, 0-2 the count, with 1 out. Berg, the 8-hole hitter, with Nico Falusa on deck. Drayson Ladke, the runner at third. Peyton Higgins at second. The 0-2 is sliced on the left field line. A nice job by Daquan Dennis Lee, making the catch for out number 1. Nico Fasula, the third baseman, comes to the plate 0 for 2 on the day. He flew out in the third and grounded out in the 5th. Daquan Dennis Lee taking over in left field with Chase Costner moving to right after Derek Darzinski was hit for by Clay Spocker. Spocker at the end of last inning. A pinch hitter, Casey Rodriguez, listed as a pitcher on the roster from Fruitland, Idaho, will pinch hit for Nico Falusa. Rodriguez takes the first pitch strike. Again, the new pitcher for the Roadrunners, Jordan McDaniel, and a sophomore. I remember his name, don't remember the arm slot. I'm not sure if they changed it up in the offseason, but obviously working fairly well with it. The 0-1 misses. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on, both in scoring position for the Chuckers. We'll try to get you some of Laufenberger's numbers, who came out after 6 1/3 here in this inning. The 1-1 misses down low. 2-1 the count on Daniel Rodriguez. Or Casey Rodriguez, pardon me. Casey Rodriguez pinch hitting for Nico Falusa. Two and one the count. Grounded towards Tate Cowden at second. He fields it, throws across to first. LBCC gets out of it unscathed. Brendan Laufenberger, and LBCC leads 4-0, will head to the bottom of the 7th. Brendan Laufenberger leaves the game after 6 1/3 innings. No runs, 5 hits, only 1 walk, but 3 hit by pitches, which got him into a little trouble. He was able to work his way out of it. 3 strikeouts for Laufenberger, and again, no runs. And I hope we can get some more stats when we come back next. Actually, I don't think we're back here until the end of March, but maybe tomorrow we'll have some stats for you. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. The Roadrunners lead 4-0. Thanks again for tuning in to LBCC Baseball. Mascarenas leads off for the Roadrunners in the bottom of the 7th inning. Linn-Benton leads Treasure Valley 4-0. Tracy Wheeler here in his 2nd inning of work, facing Mascarenas, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run scored. The 1-0 in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Just getting started here in the bottom of the 7th. Wheeler's 1-1 is swung on and missed. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mascarenas, the 2-hole hitter, with Josh Congdon on deck. LB up 4-0. They chased Roy Robles, the starting pitcher, in the 5th. We're here in the bottom of the 7th. As the 1-2 misses, the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Richard Mascarenas. Breaking ball misses outside, 3-2 to Mascarenas, the freshman from Durango High School out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Can't help but feel bad for a kid from Nevada playing in this kind of weather. The 3-2 is lined into the gap in left center for a base hit. Mascarenas putting himself aboard to lead off, with Josh Congdon coming to the plate. Josh Congdon, the first baseman, making a nice athletic play in foul territory, heading all the way past the LB dugout fencing into foul territory. last inning. He steps in here 0 for 2 with a walk. He struck out in his last at bat. First pitch from Wheeler misses away. 1 ball, no strikes to Congdon. Bottom of the 7th inning, LBCC leading Treasure Valley 4-0. This is the first of 2 that we'll play today. About 2 hours into this game, Congdon rolls over on the 1-0, grounds it directly at the shortstop, Barrera, who goes to Palmer for 2. The throw to first is not in time. Congdon aboard first base on the fielder's choice. With 1 away, Cole Hamilton the batter. Hamilton is 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored, a walk, and a stolen base. Hamilton, the cleanup hitter, comes in here with Congdon, the runner at first, being held on by Anthony Pendulo. First pitch in there for a strike to Hamilton. 0-1 the count to the 4-hole hitter with Damon Peters on deck. The rain coming down, but thankfully blowing. The wind stopped blowing as hard. The curveball in there for a strike. 0-2 the count to Hamilton. With 1 away, Josh Congdon, the runner at first. Throw over to first, Congdon hustles back. 0-2 on Cole Hamilton. And while the rain is coming down, I wouldn't call it sprinkles anymore, the rain coming down, the 0-2 is lifted in the air to center. Burrup moves in, makes the catch for out number 2 in the bottom of the 7th. A turf field here for the Roadrunners, and so exciting. All last year on the live stream, you probably heard me talking about how much I wish there could have been a turf field so we could have played through some of the rain delays that we did. And now, the rain coming down, we don't have to worry about tarping the field or anything at this moment. The grass is still in the outfield, but all turf infield. 2 away, Congdon, the runner at first. Damon Peters, the batter. Peters is 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. He also walked in the 4th. Congdon goes. The throw down from Berg is not in time. Congdon hustles into second with a stolen base. That is the 3rd stolen base in this game for the Roadrunners as a team. A double steal in the 5th worked for both Richard Mascarenas and Cole Hamilton. Josh Congdon now at second in scoring position with LBCC up 4-0. Damon Peters, the 5-hole hitter, the batter. Peters, a sophomore from Hillsborough High School, and a big contributor last year as designated hitter and 3rd baseman for Coach Gibson and the Roadrunners. The 2-0 is called a strike by the plate umpire. 2 balls and 1 strike. Trying to stay warm here, but thankful to be under cover and not out in the rain. Right, Cade? Very thankful to LBCC Athletics for letting me bring you guys Linn-Benton baseball and for providing me with a computer and camera to use and a cameraman. I get a redshirt freshman helping me. Today it is Cade Perzo. I finally said it right. And we appreciate the help. The 2-1 misses. 3 balls and 1 strike to Damon Peters. Josh Congdon at second base. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning. Wheeler's pitch is hit high in the air. First baseman Panulo calls everybody off and just makes the catch. And definitely didn't want to pull Carson Wong, who was at first earlier, and dropped a pop-up in pretty close to the same place. Panulo does, however, make the catch for out number 3. We go to the top of the 8th inning. The Roadrunners leading the Chuckers 4-0. Top of the 8th inning, 4-0 Roadrunners. Center fielder C.C. Burrup and the leadoff batter leading things off here. Awaiting the first pitch from Jordan McDaniel in his second inning of work. He came in on relief of the starter, Brendan Laufenberger. And going to work with the lower arm slot this year. He misses on the first pitch to Burrup, but comes right back and issues a strike to even the count at 1-1. Through 7 innings, it's 4-0 Roadrunners. LB with 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Treasure Valley, no runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. The 1-1 just misses. 2 balls and 1 strike to C.C. Burrup. 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. He also flew out in the 6th. Swings and misses here. A big swing. And the count goes to 2-2. Burrup so far in the year hitting .333. 3 for 9 on the season. Swings and fouls. The 2-2 back, the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes with Chase Barrera on deck. Burrup currently leading his team in strikeouts. He's got 5 on the year. The 2-2 swung on and missed, make it 6. 3 strikeouts today. As Burrup goes down swinging, that brings Chase Barrera, the shortstop, to the plate. We are here in the top of the 8th inning. LB leading 4-0. Barrera, the batter. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. A big swing and a miss. Chases one that was basically in the turf. Doesn't get it on the golf swing. Barrera singled to center in the 1st. And singled to right in the 4th. Walked in the 6th. Here he takes, the count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out, top of the 8th inning. We appreciate you all tuning in and watching and listening LBCC Athletics. The 1-1 just misses. Hamilton did what best job he could trying to frame that one that missed just inside. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out to Chase Barrera. The 2-1 is grounded towards Mascarenas, who fields it, throws it high, but Congdon able to jump, make the catch, and apply the tag. Barrera tried to slide underneath it and was unable. 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Wyatt Bleskin, the left fielder, will be the batter. Bleskin twice has grounded into a 5-4-3 double play. He was also hit by a pitch in the 4th and was picked off by Cole Hamilton on his way to 3rd. First pitch strike from Jordan McDaniel. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. Bleskin the batter with Anthony Panulo on deck. McDaniel working quickly. The 0-1 is a swinging bunt fielded by McDaniel. He picks it up and throws to first for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for McDaniel and the Roadrunners. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. The Roadrunners leading the Chuckers 4-0. Thanks again for tuning in to LBCC Baseball. Bottom of the 8th inning. 4-0 Roadrunners. Leading off for LB is Tate Cowden, the second baseman. Cowden steps in 1 for 2. He also was aboard on an error in the 5th. Takes a first pitch strike and swings at the 0-1 offering from Tracy Wheeler. 0-2 the count with with no outs here in the bottom of the 8th. 4-0 Roadrunners. Wheeler gets the signs from his battery mate Berg, who sets up way outside. The 0-2 is swung and fouled. Coach Gibson picks it up and throws it back, almost hitting Friedhof Fremsted. Fremsted had no idea. 0-2 the count from Wheeler. Misses and gets past Berg. And again, a lot of foul territory here. Berg lets it get away from him this time. With runners on, that is a dangerous position to be in. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tate Cowden. Curveball just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tate Cowden, the second baseman. Cowden singled to right in the 4th. Another breaking ball, this time grounded up the line to Nico Falusa. A tag was applied, or just getting under the tag, I should say, is Tate Cowden. Panula tried to apply a tag, but the throw was a little bit up the line from Falusa. Unless there was a pinch hitter for Falusa, I believe. That is not Falusa at third. I wish that we had a better idea of who it was. The batter was Casey Rodriguez. He's listed as a pitcher, but probably Rodriguez there at third base with the errant throw that put Tate Cowden aboard first. So twice now Cowden has been aboard on an error. Friedhof Fremsted, the batter. And here he is hit by a pitch on the 0-1 count. Tate Cowden advances 90 feet to second. Fremsted at first for Cole Carter with nobody out in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Roadrunners leading 4-0. 24? 25? Trent Cooper. Trent Cooper at third. Thank you so much. Freshman from Pocatello, Idaho. Playing third base now in place of Nico Falusa. Bunt foul for Cole Carter, who flew out in the 2nd and was aboard on an error in the 4th. 3 errors so far in the game for the Chuckars. 0-1 the count on Carter. He shows bunt again. This time lays a bunt down. A perfect bunt down the third baseline. And the throw from the pitcher goes over the first baseman's head. There'll be a play at the plate. Coming in safely is Josh Congdon. Or pardon me, Tate Cowden. He scores. The Roadrunners lead it 5-0. A perfect bunt by Cole Carter. He lays it down the third baseline. It was fielded by Tracy Wheeler. He spun around and threw it over the first baseman's head. Panula tall, but still unable to even get up there to grab it. 0-1 the count. Or pardon me. It says 0-1 the count. No. Yeah, first pitch is, now it's 0-1. The scoreboard, it's got to be wrong. It just said 0-2 now, but I'm pretty sure it is 0-1. 0-1 the count on Jaquan Dennis Lee, freshman from Oregon City High School. He came in as a defensive replacement in left. Comes in here with nobody out, 0-1 the count. Swings and hits it foul. The count goes to 0-2. Runners on first and second. 0-2 the count on Daquan Dennis Lee. The 0-2 misses way outside. Friedhoff Fremsted, the runner at second. And Cole Carter at first base. Tracy Wheeler on the mound. Breaking ball misses up high. The count evens at 2-2 to Daquan Dennis Lee. At the bottom of the order here for the Roadrunners, who lead it 5-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Wheeler, a long stare into Friedhoff Fremsted at second. Steps off the rubber and reads the signs from his shortstop, Chase Barrera. Again, it is Trent Cooper playing third. In for Fasula. Thank you, Craig, for the pronunciation correction. I have it written a couple different ways, but Fasula out of the game now. The breaking ball is swung on and hit in the air to center field. Burrup is there. The runners tag at first and then hold up. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. The Roadrunners leading 5-0, 1 run coming across so far in the bottom half of this inning. And top of the order, Chase Costner, the batter. Costner now in right field. He swings the first pitch he sees. It's fielded by Cooper, who meets Fremsted on the base path and tags him for out number 2. Cole Carter heads to second, and Chase Costner is in at first on the fielder's choice. Two outs, bottom of the 8th inning. Cole Carter at second, and Chase Costner, the runner, at first. Wyatt Berg heads out to the mound. Talk to his battery mate for a moment. Tracy Wheeler in his 3rd inning of work here, coming in relief of Roy Robles, who went 4 2/3. Another pitcher up in the pen for the Chucks, I believe. An easier nickname for me to say. First pitch in there for a strike to Richard Mascarenas, the shortstop. Richard is 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. The runners go. The 0-1 is swung on and hit in the air to center. Moving back, making the catch while jumping is Burrup for out number 3. 1 run comes across in the inning for the Roadrunners. There was 1 error. And 2 left on. We'll head to the top of the 9th. LBCC up 5-0 here over the Treasure Valley Community College Chucks.
Next year.
Top of the 9th inning, the Roadrunners leading 5-0. Jordan McDaniel in his 3rd inning of work. He came in on relief of Brennan Laufenberger, who went 6 1/3. No runs, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts. The 0-1 is hit up the middle. McDaniel fields it, easily throws across to first. 1 away in the top of the 9th. LB needs 2 more to take the first game of the doubleheader. We'll be back here tomorrow starting at noon as well. We'll broadcast both those games too. And here, LB up 5-0, top of the 9th. And pardon me, that was Anthony Panulo as grounded into the 1-3. Another one, a comebacker. And another easy throw over to first from McDaniel to retire Drayson Ladke. 2 away, both of them 1-3 putouts. We head to the 6-hole hitter, Braden Palmer. The second baseman who steps in 0 for 2 on the day and also hit by a pitch. First pitch from McDaniel. It looked like it may have skimmed the back foot. Yeah, but Palmer acts like it didn't hit him. 1 ball, no strikes. Second one swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Perhaps ticked a little bit. 1-1 the count, 2 outs, top of the 9th inning. The Roadrunners leading 5-0 over the Chucks. A sort of battle of the birds here from LBCC baseball field on the Linn-Benton campus. We really need a better name for this field. The 1-1 is grounded towards Richard Mascarenas. He runs in on it and lets it get underneath his glove into the grass in left field. The first error of the game, which could have been out number 3 to end the game, instead puts a runner on in the top of the 9th. In Braden Palmer brings the 7-hole hitter Peyton Higgins to the plate. Higgins is 1 for 2. He singled in the 7th and struck out in the 2nd. He's hit by a pitch here. Back-to-back sort of free passes as Braden Palmer was aboard on an error by Richard Mascarenas. He moves to second base, and Peyton Higgins takes his free pass on the hit by pitch. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 9th inning. The Roadrunners leading 5-0 over Treasure Valley. Wyatt Berg, the catcher, will step into the left-handed batter's box. He's 0 for 3 on the day, grounded out in the 3rd and flew out in the 5th and in the 7th. Here, another comebacker. McDaniel throws over to first, and the inning and game are over. 5-0 the final score here for the first game, and I'm not sure how long we have in between.
We usually try to go as soon as possible.
We'll usually try to go as soon as possible as we can, probably within 20-30 minutes. We'll check back in. Gonna turn the live stream off in the meantime so that the computer gets a little break. But thanks again for tuning in to Roadrunner Baseball. We'll be back in about 20-30 minutes.
Our line score for the first game, Treasure Valley, no runs on 5 hits.
Oh, really quick. Treasure Valley, no runs, 5 hits, 3 errors. LB, 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Thanks again for tuning in to LBCC Baseball.